Today we are going to do the 50th verse of Vishnu Sahastranam along with the two slokas from Bhagavad Gita. They are related very much with the names we are going to learn. It is said that there is an extreme benefit of doing Vishnu Sahastranam. Even those who recite these names, whether they understand or not, there is a profound reward for that. And we are doing word by word with a meaning. So the one who is doing Chintan and recite it, imagine the benefit. So hopefully we can continue this and get extreme benefits of these divine names. So the 50th verse reads, Swapana, Swapana Swavaso, Swapana Swavaso Vyapi, Nek Atma, Nek Karmakrut. Then Vatsaro, Vatsaro, Vatsalo, Vatsi, Vatsaro, Vatsalo, Vatsi, Ratnagarbha, Ratnagarbha, Dhaneshwara. There are 10 names here. So the first name, which says Swapana, very profound meaning to this word, Swapana. It sounds like Swapna, but it is Swapana. Swapna, which you get when God puts you to sleep. That is the regular physical sleep, which makes you unconscious and you forget everything. But Swapana means you are awake. When you wake up in the morning, you are awake, bright, awake, fresh. Mind is working, very powerful. But you are asleep for the real consciousness of your Atman. Means you do not know about your Atman. So the one who puts you to the ignorance of yourself is called Swapan. Means we have become forgetful about our own soul, which is Sat Chit and Anand. And we assumed other identities that I am Atul Chokshi, I am Indian, now I'm American, I'm green card holder, blue card holder, all those things. But our real identity, the soul, not being aware of that, it is called Swapan. Means one who puts you through the sleep of your own self-identity and forgetfulness about your Atman is called Swapan, and that's a God. How does he do it? He does it with his power of Maya. Who does it do it to? To everyone, whoever is born. Who is an exemption? Only yogis and yatis, those who work to come out of this Maya, they are exception. But otherwise, we all human beings are subject to the spell of Maya. Maya means creation. Maya means illusion. Whatever we see is Maya. Maya is a divine power of God. It is not an evil power of God. It is a divine power of God. But it makes you forget about God himself and your Atman. God and Atman are same. So one who puts us through that is called Swapan. Swapayati iti Swapan, which makes you forgetful about this. So this is very well explained in the related Bhagavad Gita sloka, where God says, Ishvara sarva bhutana. Ishvara sarva. I sent the whole the attachment. So Ishvara, it is 1861 or something. So Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriday arjun tishtati brahmayan sarva bhutani yantra rudhani maya. Very profound sloka, very profound. comes in the last chapter. Last chapter slokas, last 10, 15 slokas are very powerful. So here God says, God gives his address. If you want to go and meet somebody in Bombay, you need an address. You can't get down on the airport and say, I want to see such and such person. No, you will never find. So God gives here his own address. So Ishvara means creator. Ishvara, Sarva Bhutanam means for to all beings. Sarva Bhutanam means to all beings, not only human beings, all beings. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hridaye Arjuna Tishtati. He tells Arjuna, he is explaining. We can replace Arjuna's name with my name or Manish Bhai or whoever wants to be. God is addressing to that. So, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hridaye. He gave a location. I am in your heart. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hridaye Arjuna Tishtati. I am seated there. Period. Brahmayan Sarva Bhutani. Brahmayan means wandering, spinning. Brahmayan Sarva Bhutani, all beings. Sarva Bhutani Yantra Rudhani Mayaya. Yantra means machine. Arud means mounted. Arud means no, mounted. Yantra Arud means Yantra Rudhani Mayaya. Mayaya means made up of Maya. A machine, a spinning wheel that I have put, Arjuna, all beings are mounted on in that wheel. Depending upon their karma, I have selected. It is like going to Seven Flag. Spinning wheel, big. Everybody goes for fun. And each seat, they strap you and you go in the spinning wheel. Similarly, this universe, God has put all of us on a spinning wheel. Depending upon our karmas. What will we got? Depending upon our past karmas. So God says that I am residing in every being. I am the one who has put you in where you are. I have made, your body is made by me. Your mind is made by me. Your gunas are made by me. So God is real, Brahman. Atman is real. Everything else is anatman, means prakriti. Mayam tu prakritim vidyayat. Know that Maya is prakriti. Means whatever, when we open our eyes and see, that is all prakriti. And that is all is Maya. Simple. Mayam tu prakritim vidyat. Mainam tu Maheshwara. Upanishadas. So Mainam means a boss. The boss of Maya is me. Mayam tu, you understand, Arjuna? Mayam tu prakritim, whatever you see. Prakritim vidyat means you know. Mayam tu prakritim vidyat. Mainam means the boss of Maya. Mainam tu Maheshwara. So God says what is happening. Means, Arjuna, whether you obey my instruction or you decide not to obey, but you are dependent on me. You are not independent entity. You are not independent body. Your body is mine. I have rented you and you are residing there. I can take it anytime. I can make you evacuate anytime. And you will have to leave it anyway when the lease is over. So I have given you the body. Body is made by my prakriti, consisting of three gunas, sattva, rajas, tama. Sattva, rajas, tama is in the prakriti outside. Sattva, rajas, tama is prakriti within. My body is the instrument. Atman is the traveler. So here God says that Ishvara sarvabhutanam hridaye arjun tishtati brahmayan sarvabhutani yantra rudhani maya. So we think that we are independent. No, who needs God? No, I'm a Columbia graduate with 3 masters. I get a job and I'm happy. What God has to do with it? That is the ego talking to this individual. But once they know the truth, they will calm down. So what do you do? So the God says that I have given you only 2 choices. Either you follow your gunas of Prakriti or you follow my instruction, means which is written in scriptures, and what I'm telling you, you follow that, or you follow the instructions or the guidance you get from your own intellect and mind, which is also mine, made up of my material. These are only 2 choices. And he says you are better off following the scriptures and my instruction. So God immediately gives you the next sloka. See, the sequence of slokas, that it took years before I understood the greatness of sequencing. No? So then he says after this sloka, as a Tam eva sharanam gaccha. That's the next sloka of Bhagavad Gita. Tam eva sharanam gaccha. Each sloka has 4 quarters. Like Tameva sharanam gaccha, 1 quarter. Sarva bhavena bharata, 2nd quarter. Tvat prasadat, 3rd quarter. Sthanam prapsisi sasvatam, 4th quarter. So each sloka has 4 quarters. And these fingers on their own, they are very weak, cannot fight with anything. Bend and breaks. But the moment you make the fist, and the thumb is God. The moment you make the fist, you get extreme power. So thumb is God. Slokas are 4 fingers. So the first sloka, Iswara sarva bhutanam, Hriday Arjun tishtati, Brahmayan sarva bhutani, Yantra rudhani maya. 4 quarters. In one of the books written by Swami Satchidananda, many times, many years ago, on the last page, last back cover, it was written that these slokas are so powerful, one sloka can take you all the way up, means to God. If you don't have time and if you understand half a sloka, that will do the same good. If you understand quarter of it and if your mind and intellect absorbs and you put it to action, it has like a jet power, like a jet aircraft, it will take you there. And that's very true. So each quarter has a profound meaning. So tameva sharanam gaccha. In 2nd verse, God gives the instruction. Tam eva. Tam means to him. Tam eva, only him. To him. Tam eva sharanam gaccha. Go take refuge in that God and that divinity. Tam eva sharanam gaccha. How? Sarva bhavena bharata. By all your being, with your body, mind, intellect, Ichha Sakti, Kriya Sakti, everything. Tam eva, tam means that God. Here he says tam eva. Before he said, come to my shelter. Now Arjuna and Krishna, they were working together. So it is suddenly very hard for Arjuna to understand that divine universal boss is sitting next to him. So now he says, Tameva, go to his shelter. Tameva sharanam gaccha sarva bhavena bharata. What will happen? Tvat prasadat, with his grace. Tvat prasadat, param santi. Sthanam prapsasi sasvatam, you will reach to the eternal abode. If you take Sharanagati, that's why we did Sharanagati. So, tameva sharanam gaccha sarva bhavena bharata tvat prasadat param santim sthanam prapsasi sasvatam. So the one who understands these, or one who tries to understand these, one who is working on these, they are called yogis, the one who wants to unite with God. You don't have to be united to be called yogi. You are attempting to become yogi. Yeah. It's like you go get in the second MBBS, already they call you like a doctor, no? It's like you are MBBS. So someone say, what is your son doing? He's in MBBS. He has done only first year, but we know that he will become that. So the yogi. So that's why Arjuna, as a Lord tells Arjuna at many places, Tasmat yogir bhava Arjuna. Therefore, be a yogi. He didn't say Tasmat sukhi bhava Arjuna, Tasmat gnani bhava Arjuna, Tasmat pandit bhava Arjuna. He didn't say anything. Tasmat yogir bhava Arjuna. Each word is so profound. Means yogi means one who is trying to unite, one who is trying to understand. And those that are trying to do this, they are exempted from this Maya covering. So Swapanna, the first word Swapanna of Vishnu Sahastra does not touch the one who is trying to be yogi or who is on this path. He is exempt. Otherwise, everyone is subject to that and they are going to spin, thinking that they are in charge and they are setting up Dunkin' Donuts and they are making pharmacy chains and they are millionaires and they are smart, and all those things will happen on that spinning wheel. So that is what God says, Swapanna. So if we want to come out of that sleep of ignorance, then only way of treatment of ignorance is knowledge. There is no other way. And that knowledge brings the grace of God, and through grace of God, this thing happens. So, Swapanna, very, very beautiful. I enjoyed that Swapanna. Swapayati iti Swapanna. So that is Maya. And now we understand Maya. So the whole creation is Maya. The scientists are working on this creation. We are trying to understand what is light and how fast light goes and how the light travels and where it bends and whatnot. What is physics? We try to understand physics. We try to understand chemistry. Means we are trying to understand creation. Yogi is trying to understand creator. And the benefits are enormously different and with a different quality of rewards. If you are trying to become a doctor, you will become doctor. You will know the medicine, but you will not know so many other things. You are zero in computer science, you are zero in arts, you are zero in archery, you are zero in mechanics, you are zero in zero. Your car breaks down, you have to call somebody. Means you only get this much of knowledge of this section of our being. But the knower of creator knows everything, because he doesn't have to know other things. That seventh chapter starts with that. So I don't want to take you again through all the slokas, but the God says that knowing this, now getting this knowledge, nothing else needs to be known. So that is the knowledge about the creator. Of course, we value the scientists. I'm a man of science. I worked on millimeter to millimeter on everybody's heart for 40 years. So I'm considered purely a science product, But fortunately, I got a Gita product also, no? So I'm a beneficiary. so I can put two things together very comfortably for myself. So this creation, what we see, the scientists, the physicists are close to God now, exactly. That now they understand that this creation didn't come from out of blue. Nothing comes out of blue, We have to be logical, If there is a bomb here and a big bang, nothing will be created. Whatever is created will be demolished. So to think that some creation came out from Big Bang is illogical. No? I don't know the detailed explanation of those, but anyway, it doesn't make sense to me. So I don't want to waste time. We have very limited time. So the working physicist and the scientists, they work on the atom, then they work on subatomic. Oh, like we talked before, you crush sugar, crush, sugar will disappear. What will remain? It will be sweetness. Similarly, you crush whatever particle you want to take to the last drop, it will turn into electrons, protons, and everything is protons. It's loaded with that. That is, whole universe is studded with that. So, our scientists, we don't know, I didn't know. This was found out by our scientists. I put his picture in the handout. Satyendra Nath Bose, who was born in 1894 and died in 1974 or something, at the age of 80. He was contemporary of Einstein. He was a student of Einstein. He worked with Einstein. Einstein was his mentor. So Bose-Einstein theory, Bose-Einstein equation, Bose-Einstein calculator. He did tremendous work. He didn't get Nobel Prize, but he is the one who found out this most minute particle. Most minute, so minute that you can't understand. We can't understand. And it is very minute as well as very transient. It comes and disappears. That's called consciousness, essentially. So that particle was invented by Bose, Satyendranath Bose of Calcutta. That's why it's called boson particle, a Higgs boson particle. Peter Higgs got a Nobel Prize in 2013 for working on boson particle. And he further worked and he created a Higgs field. And one of the scientists wanted to write a book on these particles, and they could not understand. So initial title he gave was "Goddamn Particle." So, so the publisher says, no, it doesn't make sense. Say it God's particle. That's why it's called God's particle. That's where the consciousness, which our yogis explained years and years ago, and the people who pursue the spiritual path can understand and realize that is now scientifically proven to up to this stage. That particle, the boson particle, lasts for how long, It lasts for 1.6 times 10 minus 22, means billionth of billionth second. That is boson particle. So that's God. So that's why they call God particle. Okay, so I was very happy that it is he didn't get Nobel Prize. And I understand that 10 deserving candidate out of 10, only one gets Nobel Prize. But Nobel Prize has no meaning any day nowadays. Some people get Nobel Prize for doing nothing. Before giving a speech on peace, they get a peace prize, Nobel Prize. So that has lost its luster. It's better to be remembered for eternity by boson particle. So our Bose is immortal now. No? So that is it. By the way, next name is Swavasa. So Swapanna one. Swavasa. Swa means self. Vasa means control. He is on his own controller. Creator. Vishnu. So the creator is self-control. Swa Vasa. Vasa means control. He's self-sufficient, self-knowing, self-control. He doesn't need anybody's help. Eternal. its scriptures describes us for understanding with the cobweb. So spider doesn't need anybody's guidance. He doesn't ask you, where should I make a cobweb? He can pick up any corner in your kitchen or in your bedroom or in your basement. He doesn't invite anybody to make cobweb. He makes that it from his own saliva. He knows the know-how, how to make cobweb. So that cobweb is made by a spider from his own material, by his own talent. Similarly, the God has created this universe through his own ability, own capacity, and at his own will. So he is a creator, preserver, and the sthiti, laya, pralaya, all is decided by him. So swa vasa means controlled by his own self. So that's why he's called Mayapati. So that is, whatever we see is Prakriti. Whatever we are, that is Purusha. Whatever God is Brahman. That's it. One real, 8 unreal things. We discussed before, 9 things. No? So that is Swavasa. The next name is Vyapi. Vyapi means all pervading. One which resides into everything. Vyapta. Vyapta means pervading. We have given this example many times. Like sugar is pervaded by sweetness, sugar cube. Any corner of sugar cube is as sweet as the center. So it can be said that sugar cube is pervaded by sweetness. Similarly, universe is pervaded by God. Every corner, wherever you want to think about. That's why it's called Akashvat Sarvagata, like ether, the space. Akashvat Sarvagata means everywhere is God. So God is everywhere and in everything. So God says, I am everywhere and you all are in me. How is that possible? So then he gives a beautiful example to clarify Arjuna's mind. Yatha akasthito nityam, that sloka comes down. To explain that how come we all reside in God? God resides in all of us. He gave the address, okay? You do disbelieve this at your own risk. You say, no, who said? Okay, go to mosque or go to temple and look for him. He says that I reside in your heart. You're full, you don't want to understand that? No. Then go to Kailash and look for Kashmir or wherever you want. So God says, I reside in everything. Similarly, God said that you all reside in me. And then we say, oh, how that is possible? Then God gives the example. Yatha akasthito nityam. Yatha akasthito nityam. Vayu sarvatra go mahan. Tatha sarvani bhutani matsthani iti upadaray. 4 quarters again. Now I see the quarters. see, the clarity keeps increasing and increasing to the words of the saints reinforces our understanding. So, yatha akasthito nityam, 1 quarter. The way, yatha tatha, this is so. Yatha means like the massive wind which we see resides in the space. Yatha akasthito nityam vayu sarvatra go mahan. This great wind resides in the space. The space is same in New York City and same in Bombay. This wind is same on the beachfront here in New York and same in Bombay or anywhere. So, yatha akasthito nityam vayu sarvatra go mahan. Tatha sarvani bhutani, the same way. Tatha sarvani bhutani means all beings. Tatha sarvani bhutani matsthani iti upadharai. They reside in me. Understand that way. Arjuna, upadharai means understand. Oh, Arjuna, you understand, like the wind, so vast wind resides in the space, same way, all beings you reside in me. And I reside in you. And I have put you on this spinning wheel of Maya. Don't think that you are independent. That's what God trying to explain. We think we are independent. I can get a revolver and I can kill somebody. No, 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 no. You are not independent entity. You are monitored by me. You are motivated by me. You are made up of me. Your software is me. Hardware is me. Everything is me. So it is better that you take refuge in me. That's what I'm saying. You are not an independent entity. Another way the saints explain the relation of a Jivatman, means our relation, and Paramatman is same as that of a wave and an ocean. Wave, small wave, big wave, has no existence on its own. Wave is made up of water. Wave cannot survive without ocean, but ocean can survive without wave. So Jivatman, Paramatman, so wave is dependent on ocean, but ocean is not dependent on wave. So Paramatma, Jivatma is dependent on Paramatma. And that understanding, when it comes, then you are a yogi, and then you are exempted from Maya, and then you are in a different realm. So your understanding changes. Vyapi. So that is Vyapi. The fourth name is Nekatma. Nekatma is a complex name. It is made up of three names. Na Eka Atma. Na Eka Atma. Nekatma. Not one Atma. I am not one body. I am millions of body. I am multiform. Through every human being and every beings I function. So he's not functioning. The manifest form of God is all this what you see. A little rabbit runs across, that is God. And a little cow moves around, that is God. And of course, human being is God. So everything, plant kingdom is God. Everything is God. Only thing we have to be able to understand. So that also God explains in Bhagavad Gita. But so, Nekatma, na ek atma. In a manifest form, I work. God says that I work through millions of hands and millions of mouth, billion, 7 billion. I work. He makes you talk and listen. He makes me talk and listen. Through you, God is working. Through me, God is working. And he's getting his show done exactly the way he wants. We think that, oh, me smart and the other guy fool and all those things. That is bogus. No? So that's what God says. So that's why his name is Nikatma, na Eka Atma. That is the meaning of that. This is Shankaracharya has explained all this. This what we are talking about is from 5 different sources, including Shankaracharya's Bhashya on Vishnu Sahastranam. So that makes tremendous sense, no? So that's why it says Ekam Sat Bahudha Vipra Bahudha Vadanti. There is only one truth. People talk different ways. Ekam Sat Vipra means different ways. Bahudha Vadanti. This is the sutra. This is the on the emblem of Ramakrishna mission. No? So, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahudha Vadanti. It is from Upanishads. Next name is Neka Karma Krut. Another complex word. Neka Karma Krut. It is made up of 4 words. Na Eka Karma Krut. He's not doing only one work. He's a multitasker in corporate language. So, Nek karmakrut, na eka karmakrut. He can do multiple millions of activities in millions of beings at millions of places under his own direction. So Nek karmakrut, that is his one of the names. So, and he makes us do the activities. He makes you do the activity. He makes your friend do the activity. And sum total of all activities, one who controls, monitors, and distributes the rewards of those activities is called Ishvara. So that is Ishvara. So that is creator. No, it has nothing to do with Rama or Krishna or Jesus or I'm Jain and you are Sikh or you're Christian. No, one creator. So this is the ultimate truth, and explains how these karmas are created, distributed, and we are compelled to act. There is not acting is not possible, not a choice. नहीं दे भृता सक्यम तक्तुम कर्माणि शेषत यस्तु कर्म फल त्यागी स त्यागी इति अभिधयते. Deha Bhuta, we are all called Deha Bhuta, the one who has attained the body. Nahi Deha Bhuta. Sakyam, one quote. Taktum karmani asesata, not possible to give up the action. But yastu karma phala tyagi, but one who gives up the fruit of action. Satyagi iti abhide, the four quarters. So four quarters. And fifth, God. Thumb is God. That's why everybody's impression is different. So they make you do the thumb printing as your ID. Got it? This is extremely important. And Upanishad says, it says Angustha means thumb. Angustha matra, that is in Madhye Atmani Tishtanthi. Ishano Bhut Bhavyasya Tato na Vijugopsate. Angustha matra Purusha means the individual soul of the size of a thumb, impression of a thumb, sits right in the middle of the body. Angustha matra purusha. Madhye atmani tishtati. Ishano means God. Ishano bhuta bhavyasya. Tato na vijuksha. One who understands this doesn't worry from today. God resides in you. You are God. God is Angusta. He said that. And I'm a cardiologist. So exactly the same place in the middle where we put the thumb, of the size of this thumb, is the sinus node, sinoatrial node, which generates the heartbeat, is this sinoatrial node. And then I verified that, okay, it is the size of a thumb. It is as anatomically, demarcation is exactly of the size of a thumb. And exact location where the superior vena cava joins the right atrium, that is the sinus node. And it produces a heartbeat. When it gets sick and it decides not to function, then we say goodbye. So that is God. And when it gets sick, we call sick sinus syndrome. So that is electrophysiologically. When it gets sick, when we put a pacemaker and make the heart go with the help of electricity. So that is Angustamata. That is God. So the next name is Vatsara. Vatsara means where everything resides. Vatsara means Mother Earth. That is called Vatsara, Bhumi. No? So Vatsara means in which everything resides. All plant kingdom, ocean, rivers, mountains. Where do they reside? On on Mother Earth. And what is that? The Vishnu Patni Namastubhyam Padasparsam Samaksvame. As we are supposed to do that puja before we get up from the bed and put our feet on the Mother Earth. Vishnu Patni Namastubhyam. That is a partner of Lord. Vishnu Patni Namastubhyam Padasparsam Samaksvame. Please forgive me. I have to stand now and go to work. So Vatsara. Then Vatsala. So Vatsara, Vatsala. Vatsala means very loving, very affectionate. It is said that you put the love combined of all the parents of the world together, God loves you more than that. Vatsala. And you only belong to God. You don't belong to anybody else. As you came here temporarily, somebody became your father and somebody became your mother, but your real originator is God. That's why we say Tameva Mata cha Pita Tam Tameva Tam Eva. We promise you alone are. No? So that is a that is Vatsala. So he loves all his, especially devotees. He loves everything, but devotees especially. He says that all are dear to me, but my devotees are especially dear. Samoham sarva bhuteshu na me dveshu asti na priya ye bhajante tumam bhaktya maite teshu chapiyam. All are dear to me, but the one who is pursuing me and seeking me, he's especially very, very dear to me, and I am very dear to him. Because I am more manifest in that individual, because he has worked. So that there comes under the territory of our free choice that we are given, and the new life we are given. If we don't use that free choice for the right cause, then it's all gone to the waste. So that is Vatsala. Vatsi. Vatsi means the one that is the calf. That is the cow's baby calf. Vatsala. So that is like mother cow loves the baby so dearly that if a lion attacks, she will first fight with the lion and give her life first before he can reach the little calf. And the calf was supposed to run away from that danger. So that much love God has. So and because he loved cows so much, that's one of his name is Gopal. Go means cow, Pal means the deer to him, Vatsa. So Gopal. And so that is one of his names. Then the next name is Ratna Garbha. That is the name for the Mother Earth, Ratna Garbha. In the womb of earth is all the jewels hidden there. So diamond mine, coal mine, gold mine, nickel mine, cadmium mine, uranium mine, and that oil comes under the water also, because water is on the earth also. So it is loaded with everything that a human being will need. God has made all that arrangement. But we just jack up the price of oil and then bring down these and make the tricks all the time. And that's why, despite of so many resources, we are beggars, So this is the lack of understanding. Until the people get this understanding, or people with that understanding comes in the power, we will be poorer and poorer with all the mess, So anyway, that is politicians. That is, but we should not leave it like that. If the Lord Krishna was here, he will be very angry with all of us that you are witnessing such a lousy world and doing nothing. So you are also the accomplished. Anyway, Ratna Garbha. So that's That's the name of Lord. Bhau Ratna Vasundhara means the earth is filled with all the jewels. And the last name is Dhaneshwara, means all kind of wealth is who has, that is called Dhaneshwara, Lord of wealth. Dhan, Ishvara, Dhaneshwara means everything. If you have a lot of intellect, he's the one who gave you that. A lot of intellect, lot of beauty, lot of talent, he gave you that. So Dhaneshwara, so because he is the distributor of this thing, and that distribution is not at random. That is very precise. God says that my laws are so precise and so just, so that there will not be any gadbad in that, no disturbances in that. So the way the saints explain to us, there's Atman and then Paramatman. They live side by side inside you. Atman, Paramatman. But Atman has face towards the world and going to the world. Never cares about Paramatman. So they says that the moment you change your face towards me, you get all my grace. That's why we fold the hands. We don't fold hands like this. So and this statement or this truth is revealed in so many scriptures. The Sanmukha, you turn your face towards me. You means your activities, your contribution, you do it for me, towards me, for my creation. I'm with you. I will shower so much of grace on you. You'll be healthy, wealthy, happy, fearless, everything. And don't do that and then see what happens to you. And then don't cry. He says few things. Don't cry. I may take your legs off, no? But don't cry. Everything has a cause. We did that, no? Swakarmana sutre gratita hi loka. Last time we did it. Through our actions, swakarmana sutre, by that formula, whatever I'm doing now, I get the reward tomorrow, day after, whenever. If I pick up a lousy activity, it's lousy. Good activity is good, but it's never forgotten, never discarded. No? So any question you can ask now. We did 10 nemas, 2 slokas, loaded with all the meanings. These are very profound truths. It is so profound that it doesn't look good through ordinary mouth like me, but the truth is for sure masterpiece.
I have a very simple question. I mean, my knowledge is very minimal. We say we all are part of God, right? And my understanding is that our Atman is part of God. Atman is God. Is that true?
Yeah.
But then you just said that God says, look at me. So why we are part of God? So,
No, listen. Atman, individual soul.
right.
You and me are individuals. Mame vanso jivaloke. You are particle, my particle, God says. You are
Mhm.
not the whole thing. You are my
Right.
particle. So this is Atman. This is Paramatma sitting with next to you.
Mhm.
Wherever you go, he will be with you, noting what you are doing, what you are up to. So that's why he says that your attention is now in the world. You are outside in enjoyment, prosperity, and pleasure. Turn that attention towards me, the creator, and then you get me. So they are separate. Atman, Paramatma. We are part of Paramatma. Is that clear?
Little
No,
bit.
no, 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 no. I mean, we are all particle of God.
Because
God
I,
is ultimate truth. He says that I will accompany you wherever you go. That is my role.
right.
So he is there. So we say conscious, that's him. So that But your attention is in the worldly thing. You are wasting your time. You become 30, 40, 60, 70, and you will die. But you never turned your attention towards me. You were supposed to turn the attention towards me, realize me, and that was the reason for me to give you the birth as a human being.
But
And
my understanding was that it is our intellect or intelligence or our mind which kind of takes us away from our Atman. We are saying we are part of God. It's our Atman is nothing but God. So look within you, there's God within you. And it's our what we are doing, worldly looking at the world, is really going through our mind, not the Atman. So I'm not sure if I made myself clear what I'm trying to ask.
yes, but at the same time, yeah, you want to find out what is this creation, who is the creator, and seeking that is called self realization or self discovery or self seeking, and that's what we were supposed to do, or that is where the ultimate peace, joy, and bliss is hidden. So we got misguided by attractions of the world, and that is called power of Maya. So the Maya means all the goodies in the world. Your child gives you pleasure, and that love is also Maya. So love is Maya, hate is Maya, creation is Maya, everything is Maya.
You were referring to the look inside. Does meditation can be one of the tool to find your consciousness inside? When we
Yeah,
say that,
meditation, these words are very confusing sometimes. Meditation means thinking. Thinking,
mm-hmm,
yeah, whatever. You can meditate on money. So that is also called meditation. You are thinking
mm-hmm,
money. Your meditation about your lover, that is also meditation. So meditation is intense thinking. You do intense thinking about God, you are meditating on.
yes,
That's it. Meditation means single pointed thinking is called meditation. It is not that you concentrate in front of your eyes and then do this thing and that. No, just thinking. So Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, three things.
okay, thank you.
Yes, very welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Chokshi. Any other question for Dr. Chokshi?